How did ancient humans deal with hygiene? Holy moly, I just imagine, you know what I'm saying? You finally get in with fine, you know what I'm saying? And you walk up to her trying to spit some, you know what I'm saying? She smells like absolutely garbage. She smells like 10 cans of about to say that, but you know what I'm saying? Just horrific, just terrible. And you smell bad too, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's not throw it all on the girl, but you smell bad too. You smell disgusting. You feel me? I can't imagine that. We're spoiled at this point. We can smell like whatever we want to smell like. You feel me? Baccarat. Just walk around smelling like baccarat. Hit it different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got this video right here by Smart Sam Explains, and they're going to explain to us how we dealt with hygiene before we even made the word hygiene. You feel me? But anyway, let's get into the video. Let's do it.
You woke up this morning and did something your ancestors could never have imagined. You turned a handle and warm, clean water appeared from nowhere. You squeezed a tube and put a perfectly engineered paste on a plastic tool and cleaned each individual tooth. You stood under falling hot water for 10 minutes without thinking about it once. And then you probably still felt gross and needed coffee before you felt human.
That's facts.
Now take all of that away. No handle, no tube, no falling water, no plastic anything. Just you, whatever the weather is doing, and 30 other people who are all dealing with the exact same problem. This is what hygiene looked like for 300,000 years. And the answer to how ancient humans actually handled it is not what you expect. Let's start with teeth, because right now your mouth contains roughly 700 different species of bacteria. That number does not go down just because you brush, it just gets managed. Ancient humans had none of the tools we use. No toothbrush, no toothpaste, no floss, no mouthwash. And yet, when archaeologists examine ancient human skulls, they find something genuinely surprising. The teeth are often in better condition than yours. Not always, not perfectly, but meaningfully better in specific ways. A 2013 study published in Nature.
Bro, that just goes to show that all these companies, they're really just screwing us over, bro. Bending us over, cracking. You know what I'm saying? Just really screwing us. Bad. Pause. Pause. Super pause. Super pause. But, yeah, bro, like, if they had better teeth back then, but then again, they died so much earlier. You know what I'm saying? Before people's teeth could get fucked up, these niggas already dead. R.I.P. ski, you feel me? So, maybe that's why. Maybe because motherfuckers was dying at fucking 16. You feel me? But, type shit.
Genetics analyzed the bacteria preserved in ancient human teeth going back 7,500 years and found that the diversity of harmful bacteria in human mouths actually increased dramatically after the agricultural revolution. Before farming, ancient humans ate a wide variety of foods: roots, berries, meat, nuts, leaves, and the bacterial ecosystem in their mouths reflected that variety. After farming, when humans switched to grain-heavy diets full of refined carbohydrates, the specific bacteria that caused tooth decay exploded in numbers. In other words, ancient hunter-gatherers didn't have better dental hygiene, they had better food. The moment humans invented bread, they invented cavities. But they weren't completely doing nothing either. Archaeological evidence shows ancient humans used small sticks, specifically frayed at one end, to clean between their teeth. We found these tools at sites across Africa and the Middle East, going back hundreds of thousands of years. The chewing stick, made from trees like the neem or the miswak, contains natural antibacterial compounds that actually do reduce harmful mouth bacteria. Modern studies have confirmed this. Some of them work nearly as well as a standard toothbrush. They didn't know the chemistry, they just noticed that certain sticks left their mouths feeling cleaner, and they kept using them. Now let's talk about something that is genuinely difficult to think about: body odor. Here is the uncomfortable truth. You don't actually smell as bad as you think you do when you skip a shower. The thing that makes humans smell is not the sweat itself. Sweat is mostly water and salt. It is almost completely odorless. What makes you smell is when bacteria on your skin digest the compounds in your sweat and produce waste products as a result. The bacteria responsible for the worst body odor live primarily in two places: your armpits and your groin, and they thrive in exactly the conditions that most people create by wearing the same clothes for days at a time in warm temperatures. Ancient humans, who lived in much smaller groups and spent most of their time outdoors in moving air, actually had a different relationship with their own smell. They still smelled, but the bacterial balance on their skin was different. Modern research into communities who have never used soap or deodorant has found that their skin microbiome, the ecosystem of bacteria living on the surface of their bodies, is fundamentally different from ours. Not necessarily worse, just different. We have wiped out huge populations of bacteria from our skin through soap and modern hygiene. Some of those bacteria were actually doing useful things, protecting against pathogens, regulating skin pH, producing natural antimicrobials. And ancient humans understood something practical even without knowing the science. They used plants. Archaeological evidence from multiple sites shows ancient humans rubbing air.
Okay, brother, listen to me. Just tell me, did they smell like ass, booty cheeks, or what, bro? Just keep it a stack with me. Did they smell like booty cheeks? Did they smell like 10 cans up ounce that ass? Or they didn't? You feel me? These people that still living out in these jungles right now, I have not seen one study where someone said, oh, I went over there and I gave one of them a little sniffikers, whiffikers. You feel me? And they didn't actually smell that bad. I haven't seen one study ever done like that. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do the studies that we really want to know. Do they smell like ass or what? And if they smell like ass, what you talking about don't make no sense. I don't care if their microbes are different, bro. They smell like ass. I don't care if I took off hella microbes that could have helped to not smell like ass, if I still smelled like ass. You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple. It's really that simple. I don't care if they're wiping fucking oregano on their fucking body, bro. Did they smell like ass or no? Because I'm not gonna lie, like back then, like I already got a sensitive nose, bro. My nose very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like my girl can't spray too much perfume. I can't spray too much cologne on myself. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a car and somebody starts spraying cologne, I fuck around, bro. My eyes gonna be watering and my nose gonna be stuffy for the next 2 hours. You feel me? My shit fucked up. But I feel like I have a very good sense of smell, and because of that, if shorty's was walking around 10 cans of bounce that ass, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You probably could do it. You probably could do it when you get to that point. Nigga be like, hey, you know what I mean? But, yeah.
Aromatic plants onto their skin. Mint, lavender, juniper, sage. Not for the smell, for the insect-repelling properties. But the effect was the same. They smelled like the forest, which, if you think about it, was not a bad way to smell in a world made entirely of forest. Hair is where it gets genuinely complicated. Your hair, if left completely alone, goes through something called the no-poo stage, a period of several weeks where your scalp overproduces oil because it has been conditioned by regular shampooing to compensate for constant stripping. Ancient humans never started the cycle that created the problem in the first place. Their scalps produced oil at a rate calibrated for a life lived without shampoo. They kept their hair manageable through combing. We found hair combs made of bone and wood at archaeological sites going back more than 10,000 years. They picked through each other's hair to remove lice and parasites, a behavior called social grooming.
See, is that really an option? I never thought that was an option where you could just pick lice out of your hair. Isn't it, once you got lice, you need to chop your shit off, you're cooked? Everybody must have had lice, brother. Picking lice out of your hair, how fast these motherfuckers repopulate, you know what I'm saying, reproduce. I don't know if that makes sense. You feel me? But I guess it's less likely for you to get lice if you have like thicker hair, like coarse hair type shit. But anyway,
that anthropologists believe was one of the primary bonding mechanisms of early human groups. It wasn't just hygiene, it was...
I'll be damned. Is that why your girl always trying to pop pimples that's on your face? Is that why? You know what I'm saying? It's just her trying to connect to you in a ancient human type of way. You feel me? You never know.
Connection. Robin Dunbar, the British anthropologist who developed the famous theory about the maximum size of human social groups, argues that grooming, physical, intimate contact between group members, was the original form of human social bonding before language became sophisticated enough to take over. Sitting with someone and picking through their hair is an extraordinarily intimate act. It requires trust, it requires proximity, it requires time. And ancient humans did it for hours every single day, not because they had nothing better to do, because it was one of the most important things they could do. Water. This one is simple and it is not. Ancient humans were not afraid of water. They lived near it, they needed it, they washed in it. The idea that ancient humans never bathed is completely wrong and seems to come from a confusion between ancient hunter-gatherers and medieval Europeans, who are a completely different story. Ancient hunter-gatherers living near rivers and lakes washed regularly. The Hadza of Tanzania, one of the last true hunter-gatherer groups alive today, bathe in rivers and clean themselves with water as a normal part of daily life. What ancient humans didn't have was soap. The earliest evidence of soap production comes from ancient Babylon around 2800 BCE. Before that, people used alternatives. Sand worked as an abrasive. Ash mixed with water creates a mildly alkaline solution that cuts through grease. Clay draws oils out of skin when applied and rinsed. None of these are as effective as modern soap, but they are not nothing. And for a body that had never been exposed to the bacterial populations that modern soap is designed to fight, they were often enough. And then there's the part that nobody wants to talk about, but that everybody wonders about: toilet habits. Ancient humans dealt with this the same way every other animal on Earth deals with it. They went outside, but they were smarter about it than that sounds. Multiple archaeological sites show evidence of what researchers call latrine areas, specific spots away from sleeping and eating areas that groups consistently used for waste. The Neanderthals, our closest relatives who lived alongside early humans for thousands of years, show evidence of this behavior at sites in Spain and France. This matters more than it sounds. Separating waste from living areas is one of the most important public health behaviors that exists. Most of the great plagues and epidemics—
Damn, niggas was shitting by the river? Hold up. Parking pathways. Wait, what the fuck is parking doing here? What the fuck? Hold up. Communal spaces. Parking. The fuck is parking doing here? River. Waste zone. Trash bins? The fuck is this? All right, they're talking about tents. Okay. This, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was wondering why they're shitting and pooping by the river, but there's a fucking parking zone as well. Okay. Out of there parking their fucking horses and fucking hyenas and shit. Okay.
The most important public health behaviors that exists. Most of the great plagues and epidemics of human history happened not because people were dirty in the modern sense, but because urbanization crammed thousands of people together without the space to maintain the distance between waste and water that small nomadic groups naturally maintained. Ancient hunter-gatherers, moving regularly and living in small groups—
that's why niggas in France was smelling like fucking shit. Okay, so niggas that lived out here in the fucking wilderness smelled better than the niggas that lived in fucking France, early France. You know what I'm saying? They're sitting in their crib and throwing shit out their fucking window, just shit out the window. Boom. Damn, shit just hit you in the head. Why? Because niggas is just dumping piss and shit out into the fucking streets. Okay, I feel like that makes more sense. You feel me? And that's probably why they had diseases and all plagues, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They're shitting where they eat. They're shitting where they eat and they sleep. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, hunter-gatherers, them niggas was just vibing. You know, feel me? Open space, you know what I'm saying? Their clan, their village got like 40 motherfuckers max. You feel me? There wasn't too much trying to crack too many buns. There wasn't hoes and shit. There wasn't huzz. You feel me? Why? Because there's only fucking 4 other girls that are around your same age range that you could spend the rest of your life with and get married to, unless you gonna fuck your cousin. Like the shorty that fucking the girl K Vertez, whatever the fuck her name is, bro. The streamer that was caught cracking her cousin. Feel me? Unless you was gonna pull one of those, but I don't think they want to be pulling one of those. You know what I'm saying? But okay, no, that kind of makes sense, and especially if you're in running water every single day and you go wash yourself with fucking peppermint or something. I can understand how you don't smell like fucking dog shit all the time. You feel me? These niggas over here on this side though smell like fucking dog shit and hot ass. And honestly, it's because we're supposed to be living like this, hunter-gatherers. Because, like, hunter-gatherers, that was like Africa, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a lot of agriculture. And then once agriculture came along, that's where you can you know, make a whole bunch of food and then store it, and then you have to protect the food that you stored from other people that want to steal it, and then now you have to figure out a way of bargaining, so now you got to make money, and then boom, oh, to keep all of this together and people don't just rob and pillage and kill each other, you need to make a society, you need to make fucking a government, and then boom, now you need to start making rules because the society is too fucking big. And it's like, that's how you just start fucking everything up. You feel me? And that came from agriculture and shit that was from, like, you know, Europe and shit. In Africa, that's how we supposed to be living. They had better teeth, they smelt better, you know what I'm saying? And them niggas are just vibing all day. Them niggas would catch some food, chill, pick each other hair, and fucking vibe, and just fucking swim in the water and wash their fucking ass and shit. These niggas smell like shit. Anyway.
Naturally avoided the sanitation catastrophes that would later kill millions of people in cities. They weren't more hygienic than medieval city dwellers because they were smarter. They were more hygienic because they never stopped moving. Here's what stays with me about all of this. For 300,000 years, humans kept themselves clean enough to survive, to thrive, to build cultures and relationships and languages and art without a single product, without a single drop of anything that came from a factory. And the methods they used, the chewing sticks, the aromatic plants, the social grooming, the latrine areas, the natural water sources, weren't primitive workarounds. They were solutions that worked. Some of them, like the antibacterial properties of miswak sticks, we are still studying today because they genuinely hold up against modern alternatives. The morning routine you did today, the hot water, the engineered paste, the falling water from nowhere, is extraordinary. It is the result of thousands of years of accumulated knowledge and industrial development, but it is solving a problem that for most of human history was solved by paying attention to the world around you, noticing which stick leaves your mouth feeling cleaner, noticing which plant keeps the insects away, noticing where to go and where not to go. Your ancestors weren't dirty, they were just working with different tools. And some of those tools, it turns out, were better than we gave them credit for.
Tonight, oh shit. I'm clicking on the wrong button. Okay, niggas was just using the scientific method in order to figure out what the fuck's going on, trial and error, you know what I'm saying? Boom, this work, boom, this don't work. You feel me? You eat this, you're gonna fucking die. You eat this, you gonna be fucking alright, brother. You feel me? You gonna feel good in the morning. You feel me? You eat this, you're just gonna shit out your fucking guts. But you'll be alright. If your stomach's hurting, take this. You can shit out your guts, and maybe you ate something that was bad for you. Feel me? They just using a scientific method without knowing that they're using a scientific method type shit. But anyway, man, this was good to learn. I like learning random bullshit. If you guys like also learning random bullshit, make sure you guys like. You feel me? Make sure you guys comment. Make sure you guys subscribe. And I'll keep, watching videos like this where we could learn random shit. You know what I'm saying? It looks like ancient people didn't smell like fucking hot 10 cans of bounce that ass, but it's just motherfucking when they got too modern and started making cities and shit, that's when they started smelling like 10 cans of bounce that ass. You feel me? For absolutely no reason too, because they still didn't have AC, they still didn't have this, they still didn't have that, they still didn't have that, but they had to go to jobs and fucking and use coins to pay for shit. That shit was dumb as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. You better off just go living in a fucking forest somewhere. Find somewhere with a fucking running water and be good. You feel me? Y'all niggas decided to struggle. But I digress. Anyway, you guys let me know what you guys think about this this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.